them off. Put this down right here. We're going to come back to this a little later. But right now it's going to double as a good seat for me. So right here we have the brakes. We have the shoes. Upper shoe. Lower shoe. Brake tension spring. Come over on this side. We have our S-cam, our upper and lower rollers, and back in here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we have a return spring. That guy right there, return spring. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get ahead, I'm going to take out these rollers. That way it frees up the brakes and take off the return spring. So I can go ahead and take these brakes off and we can do a better inspection on them. Give me 1 second. Welcome back, guys. As you can see, I've already taken the brake shoes off. Got my shoes, my return spring, rear springs, top and bottom roller. What I'm going to do is on these, I'm going to inspect them. I'm going to make sure that these are still smooth, make sure there's no pits, make sure they're not cracked. This one looks good. This one looks good. I'm going to move over here to my brake shoes now. Now, what you want to do is you want to go ahead, you want to measure the thickness of the brakes at the thickest portion. So I always like to start at number 10, that way I get a nice clear picture. So if I start at 10, it looks like I have just about 3/4 left of my shoe, and about ½ inch is industry standard to where I would have to replace these. So I got about 3/4 on this one. And on this one, right around the same, I got about 3/4. So these shoes are still in good working order. I'm gonna come over here to my return spring. I'm gonna look at it, make sure it's not bent, make sure it's not stretched out too far, make sure I still have good hooks on these. That's what hooks in down here on the bottom of the brake and allows the brake shoes to return. My rear springs right here, make sure it's the same thing. Make sure they're not overstretched. I still got good hooks and they're not bent, cracked, or broken. Finally, the last part of the brake inspection. We'll come over here to the S-cam. This is the main working. This is what works the brakes. I'll go ahead and check my S-cam, make sure this is smooth. There's no cracks, no crevices. Make sure they're not broken. Make sure everything is in working order. Make sure my auto slack adjuster in the back here is working, which is powered by this air canister right here, which is a Type 32. And by the looks of it, I got myself a long stroke air canister right here. I can tell because the Bosch on the back are square. If it was a short stroke, they would just be circular. And once I inspect all of these, I'm gonna come over here now to my drum. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip this bad boy over. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right here it says max drum diameter. It's gonna be 16.620. Now if I exceed that, that would be I'd have to get a new drum. So I'm gonna take my little trusty micrometer right here. I'm gonna open it all the way up. As you can see, I got 15.184, 15.25, 15.081, and 15.141. So, my drum diameter is still within spec, because my spec is 16.20, or around that area. Now what I'm going to do, I would take those measurements, average them out, and it'll let me know how warped my drum is. And the tolerance for a warp drum is between 1,000 and 3,000, and I'm within that range, so my drum is still within spec, although maybe in a little while down the road it might need to be changed out. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Thank you. Have a good day.